Hey guys, welcome back to another weekend prep video. So it's actually Saturday at about 3:30 in the afternoon right now, but I'll go ahead and catch you up on what I did today. I made breakfast this morning. I went to Walmart because I had to film a video and get some ingredients for a video that's gonna come out next week. And then this weekend, I'm actually planning on working on cleaning out and organizing my office. It is a complete mess. Last weekend I did my pantry, which you've probably already seen that video, so I'll link it down below. But I basically have a lot of decluttering and organizational projects to get done, and we actually rented a dumpster for said projects because we have so much crap, and it's just been accumulating, you know, over the past 5+ years that we've lived here, and I'm just sick of it. I'm ready to get to a state, not a state of minimalism, but just like a cleaner, less cluttered space. That's gonna be my big project this weekend, along with just doing the regular, normal weekend things like getting groceries, meal planning, maybe some meal prep. I did get a Misfits market box today, and it's actually a surprise. I don't know what I got because I forgot to go in and order my own. So they just basically give you like a mixture of ingredients that they think you'd like, and most of the time it's pretty spot on. So I did get some avocados, which is nice. Connor loves avocado toast. It's like one of his favorite things. So we will definitely use those, and then I'll probably make some guacamole with the rest of them. I got some asparagus, so that's good. We'll eat that for dinner one of these nights. Some carrots, also some red potatoes. Ooh, I love these English muffins too. So maybe we'll make some breakfast sandwiches with those. These are the Dave's Killer Bread English muffins. Oh, and then I'm super glad to get this. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried this sourdough before. It's the waterfront sourdough, Seattle sourdough. It is so good. I actually did a video with Misfits Market last week where I shared like what I eat in a day, and I did like a goat cheese toast on this. It was so freaking good, so I'll probably make that again. Oh, and then we got some mandarin oranges, some fresh thyme, so we'll figure out something to use that with. Some rainbow carrots, and then a couple of lemons, which I can always use. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away, and then I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Okay, let's do the dishes real quick. What do you need, sir? Okay, so I decided what I was gonna make for dinner tonight is some chicken tenders in the air fryer, and then I'm gonna put some baked potatoes in the oven. So I just took these potatoes, I washed them, I put a little bit of olive oil on them, some kosher salt, pierced them with a knife, and I'm gonna put them in a 425-degree oven for about an hour. I'm gonna try a chicken tenders recipe that I saw on Instagram in the air fryer, so hopefully that turns out good. And then I think we will probably use this asparagus that I got. Here are the chicken tenders. I'm gonna marinate these. Basically, I just took some thin sliced chicken breast and cut those into strips. And then I added them to this bowl. I seasoned them with some seasoned salt, poured some buttermilk over, and these are just gonna marinate for about an hour while the potatoes bake. I also realized I have some Brussels sprouts in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up and wash them, and we'll make these for dinner as well. All right, so I've got my asparagus that I washed up here. I'm gonna use this veggie roaster seasoning. You can get this at Walmart, or at least that's where I find it. It is delicious. I highly, highly recommend it. And you don't need as much oil as the back of the thing calls for. So I'm just gonna use about, I don't know, 3/4 of a tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'm gonna use half the packet for this asparagus and then half the packet for the Brussels sprouts. I've got a baking sheet with just some parchment paper on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and spread the asparagus out. Okay, and then here's my Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna add some oil and the rest of our seasoning, and then just toss this up. Okay, Okay, and then we're gonna roast these veggies at probably about 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And if you turn over your Brussels sprouts so the flat side is down, they will crisp up a little bit better. All right, so for the breading for these chicken tenders, we're gonna use Quest chips and some panko breadcrumbs. So I'm just gonna crush these up like pretty finely and then put them into a bowl. So I took the chicken out of the buttermilk and coated it in the crumb mixture. I did coat the bottom of the air fryer with a little bit of spray. This is just avocado oil spray. So I'm gonna briefly spray the tops. And then I'll cook this at 400 for 10 minutes, flip it, cook it for another 10 minutes. I'm like unsure about the air fried chicken tenders. I would need to like play around with the recipe a little bit. I think they turned out good. However, the chips kind of burned a little bit. So the second batch I had to adjust the temperature. I think air fryers are hard, especially like following recipes online, because everyone has a different air fryer and air fryer temperatures are different. Some get hotter, some don't. Overall, I would say it was pretty good. Like I said, I would have to modify a few things to make it again. I did really like the honey chipotle glaze that I put on it. Basically, I just made equal parts of honey and chipotle. And actually, Connor's, I just brushed his with barbecue sauce. So I think it has potential. And if you think you don't like Brussels sprouts, definitely try those seasoning mixes. They're so good. I actually put on fake eyelashes today. This one's a little wonky, but I've never done that before. The only time I've ever had fake lashes on was when I did like a boudoir photo shoot once. But oh man, now it looks like I have no eyelashes. So I don't even know if I did it right, but I assume it's just like anything else. The more you practice, the better you get at it. I normally use the Clinique Take the Day Off eye makeup remover, but when I went to order it from Ulta the last time, they actually had this Lancome one on sale and it was cheaper, and so I decided I'd try it and I like it. So I don't know, either one works. I have to tell you guys also, I have seen Olaplex like all over social media. And I'm like, is it worth it? Is the hype worth it? And I gotta tell you, I ordered a bundle of it and I've been using it for several weeks now. And it has made my hair so much softer and smoother. I definitely think that it's worth it. Of course, there's like 17 steps to it, but my hair tends to be like really coarse and frizzy and hard to like smooth out, and I don't know, I think it's helped a lot. So it's 9, oh, I thought it was 9 o'clock. It's 8:30. I'm gonna take a shower. Good morning, guys. So it's about 10:45 in the morning. I actually got up around 7 this morning, went and got a coffee. This is an iced Americano with extra ice, and then I just have them put like a splash of half and half in it. So it's one of my favorite drinks at Starbucks right now. I'm just making myself some breakfast. I've got some of that sourdough bread I got from Misfits Market. My hair's crazy. In a skillet here, I'm just toasting it up with a little bit of cooking spray. And when I was at Walmart yesterday, I found these Atkins omelets, which I actually really like, on sale for $1. Like, they had a clearance freezer section, which my Walmart like rarely has that. So they only had 2 boxes left. If they would have more, I would have bought more because I eat these all the time for breakfast. But yeah, these are ham and cheese omelets. So I'm making one of those with the toast. And then I was on Instagram yesterday and I saw in a reel where someone made cottage cheese toast. And you guys know I love cottage cheese. So I'm like, actually it was pizza cottage cheese toast, which I don't think would go well with my ham and egg omelet. So I'm just gonna make the plain cottage cheese toast. We'll see how it turns out. It's pretty good. I feel like it needs something though. Maybe green onion? Oh, I have dried chives. Let's do that. I don't have to cut up any green onion. That's good. I definitely want to try the pizza one. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow for breakfast. Also, can we talk about how glorious it is once your kids get older and your house is like quiet on the mornings on the weekends and you don't have to like run around chasing toddlers, and like you can just be peaceful and you can make breakfast, or they can make their own breakfast, or they like sleep until 10 a.m. like chef's kiss. This is the best stage of parenting so far. So are we ready to start cleaning out this office? I have to be ruthless, and I have to make decisions, because I right now feel like every time I walk in here, it's cluttered, and then my mind gets cluttered. Do you know what I mean? When we first built this house, I was a very avid scrapbooker, and I was just starting to get into YouTube. And so I kind of set this room up specifically for crafting and scrapbooking, but I don't really do that anymore. Do I want to quit? No, I will probably pick it back up again at some point. But I really need to basically put away all of my crafting stuff because I'm not using it, and then sort of just rearrange things a little bit better. And I need to get rid of a lot of crap. Does that help? No? You guys sit there and look cute? Okay. This is a mess. I organized it at one point. A lot of this stuff can go away. I'm not going to use it anymore. It can either be donated or go to my friends that still scrapbook, or whatever the case is. I even have like cross stitching stuff up here. Like I used to cross stitch. I probably haven't cross stitched since long before Kira was born, and she's gonna be 14. So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, right, it's like, if I want to pick cross stitching back up, like if, that's a very big if, like maybe someday when I retire, then, you know, I can get more stuff. But like, I can't just keep having all this stuff in my house because I might use it someday. I saved like a bunch of boxes from Christmas, like Amazon boxes, because I knew that I was gonna need those in order to take stuff to Goodwill and whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first, is kind of organize those, and then I need to get, I still have wrapping paper out from Christmas that I need to get back into the closet. And actually I probably need to go through that because some of it might be stuff that I don't want or need anymore. Do you remember when they had the names with on the Coke bottles? Well, I found my name on a Coke bottle, that Coke bottle, and then I bought it, and then I just saved it because I thought it was cool. It's from 2018, so that's gonna go away. Okay, so right here I've got 3 baskets of clothes, and they are all my clothes. Most of them are clean. A lot of them are just things I've been hanging on to for quite a while, and they need to either be donated or I need to pass them on to somebody else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort out what I'm gonna donate and what I'm going to sell on Poshmark. I have sold clothes on Poshmark before, and a lot of you who are like similar size to me, you always love that because then you can go on and scoop up the clothes that I've like barely worn. So I'll leave that link down below to my Poshmark closet. And most of these probably, well, not most of them, some of them are like summer clothes, leggings, things like that. They just need to be like organized, you know, hot mess city around here. Okay, so I ended up with 2 baskets of clean clothes. I've got clothes over here that I'm going to put on Poshmark, and then I've got a trash bag going here. Goodwill, 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 Goodwill. I also found some clothes that I needed to return. I'm feeling very overwhelmed right now by this closet. It's also like a little bit sentimental for me because I truly think that I will like scrapbook again. It was a huge part of my life from probably 2005 until 2017, 2018. That's like 12, 13 years that I consistently scrapbooked pretty much daily, at least weekly. You know, I worked on contract in the scrapbooking industry. I had, I was on lots of design teams. I was published in magazines, like all this cool stuff. And so, and obviously I have tons of scrapbooks for my kids, like throughout all that time, which I'm super glad that I have that. But like all this stuff is just like, so like some of it I've had for so long, like literally since like 2005, 2006. So I don't know. Do you guys experience this? Like, I know it's just stuff, but like, I really do like scrapbooking and memory keeping, and I still sort of like follow those people on social media, even though I'm not actively doing it. And some of this stuff really doesn't go out of style that quickly. So, you know, even if I decide 5 years down the road that I don't want to do YouTube anymore and I want to go back to scrapbooking, you know, I'll still have all this stuff to work with. So I think what my goal is going to be is just to pare it down to a more reasonable amount. I am going to donate stuff. I am going to get rid of stuff, like especially if it's like dried out ink pads and glue and stuff like that. If it's like materials, I have lots of friends that still scrapbook, so I'll probably, you know, text them and say like, hey, you want this? I'll email it to them. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's fine. We're gonna push through. What time is it? 1:30. I might have to get a coffee. Okay, so I found some of my scrapbook layouts that I had published in magazines. Here's one. Fun fact, if they were cover layouts, like the layout was on the cover of the magazine, they would not let us use a photo of our own kid. It had to be a photo that they sent us. So I have no idea who this kid is, but the picture they sent me, and it was on the cover of the magazine. Here's another one I had on the cover. I actually really love this page. They would send us the picture for it and the journaling, actually. This is one of my favorite pages I ever made. It's like a pie chart and it's got pictures around it. 2013. This was actually, I think, the first professional photo that we had done after Kira was born. Connor wasn't born yet. Hello and welcome to 2 weeks later. This office project took me much longer than I ever could have anticipated, but here we are. I want to show you the very close to final, like 98% final version. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I feel much more organized. My mind feels much less cluttered in my space. Murphy's gonna assist us with the tour. So a lot of you actually ask where Murphy is, because I feel like I show Milo a lot and probably not Murphy. Murphy is normally attached at the hip to Connor, so normally wherever Connor is, you find Murphy, and then wherever I'm at, Milo's at. So here is the finished product when you walk in. So much better than it was before. I was able to get the bookcases from downstairs in the dining room and bring them up here so I could have a nicer backdrop in case I wanted to sit at my desk and film videos. So I was really excited with how that turned out. I'll just show you some of the stuff I've got on my shelves here. So I've got my YouTube play button up here. This is a little light that I ordered from Amazon, so I can link that down below. I've got some signs, a plant, an old camera, of course all of my rainbows, some pictures. I've got a Sesame Street Lego down there that Connor put together for me. And then this whiteboard is actually, I did it for a video that I did with Cricut. So I'll find that video and link it down below if you want to see how I made the whiteboard. But it's really convenient because not only is it a whiteboard, but you can obviously put stickies on it, and then it's also dry erase. And then on this side, I've got some more rainbows and my essential oil diffuser. I don't really use that super often. Books and some scrapbooks. And then this plant was actually in our bathroom, but it was getting super large for the space. So I moved it in here, and it seems to be doing well. So I'm sure that will continue to grow. And then you can see over here that I actually put my walking pad under my desk. So I've gotten some questions about this particular one. I really like it. I'll link it down below. I ordered it on Amazon. It was super easy to set up. I did it all by myself, but it's easy to obviously be able to pull out from under here whenever I want to just stand and walk while I work. This standing desk is actually one that I purchased when I was scrapbooking and crafting a lot, but I do like it. If I can find it, I'll link any of this stuff down below that I can find, but I purchased it several years ago, like maybe 6 years ago now. I've got my little IKEA, I think this is a Raskog cart over here, with some pens and highlighters, markers, scissors. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all of my ink pads. I think I want to put them away in the closet, but I'm running out of space in the closet, so that's kind of an issue. On this side, we've always had one of our old, this is like a TV that we probably bought like 10 or 15 years ago. It's not one of the super thin ones that you have now. It's a little bit heavy, but we have this up here like in case the kids want to play video games or watch a movie or something. And then this is actually a pull-out couch that has a bed. So if we have people stay over, they can sleep here. I've got some clothes over there that I still need to kind of sort and go through, but that is on the list to do this next weekend. All of my scrapbooks, I collect typewriters, so I actually got rid of a couple of typewriters in this process, took them to Goodwill because I just had too many. And then actually checked my P.O. box, and I have a ton of Christmas cards and stuff I need to go through and hopefully send you guys back thank you notes. It's kind of overwhelming to send back thank you notes or Christmas cards for all of them, but I'm going to try my best. And thank you so much for sending me a Christmas card if you did. I know I'm super behind in checking my P.O. box. This is where I have my SoulCycle bike. I get a lot of questions about this when I post it on Instagram, and I really like it. I think it's pretty comparable with a Peloton. I have had people tell me before that if you're like a proper athlete and you want performance, then go with Peloton. But if you just want to like exercise and move your body and have fun with music, then go with the SoulCycle. And then this is actually a laptop tray that I had mounted on here so I could check emails or work while I ride my bike. So that's really awesome. I've got my double monitors set up here, and then I've got a laptop stand over there so I can actually have 3 screens, which is really great. And then this is a look at the closet. So it's still full of stuff, but most of this stuff that is in here now was actually piled out here in the room. So I feel pretty good that I was able to get it in the closet. Like I said, I still have a ton of scrapbooking supplies. I'm not ready to get rid of those yet because I may pick up, and I probably will pick up scrapbooking again at some point. We've got our carpet shampooer up here. I keep all of my gift wrap and stuff like that in there, shipping supplies. And I do have all of my clothes that I'm selling listed on Poshmark. So if you guys want to check that out, like I said, I'll leave my Poshmark closet linked down below, and I will continue to have listings as I clean out my closet in my bedroom. This side over here is more of a mess. I've got a bunch of like planner supplies down here, more scrapbooking stuff. This is basically all like memorabilia in here. So like, I don't know. I need to sit down and go through it at some point. There's like old photos and school papers and like stuff that I had from my mom when she passed away and we cleaned out her house. So still stuff that I need to go through, but overall, you know, I'm pretty happy with how clean and clear this room is compared to what it was before. I feel super lucky to have this space as my office slash living room slash exercise room, whatever you want to call it. It's a great space, and I love all of the light and all of the windows. Oh, and then I have my, I forgot, I didn't show you guys this. I have my mini fridge over here, which I keep that stocked with like healthy snacks, water, and then I have my Keurig up there with some protein bars. And yeah. Do you guys have some motivation to clean out something in your house or no? Honestly, I think, you know, getting a dumpster was like one of the best things we could have done in order to clean everything out. Adam had a ton of stuff in the garage that he had to get rid of too. And it's just like stuff that you like, it's not stuff that you can donate. It's just like junk. So it ended up, the load that we took a couple weeks ago ended up being like $21 or something like that to unload. And we'll probably have another load as well. And I've also taken many carloads to Goodwill. So I don't know, it just feels good to get stuff cleaned out and clear, and just makes my mind feel more at ease. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see some more decluttering projects I've done this year, I'll have those videos linked on the screen right here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.